What's going on, guys? Delta here. Hope you guys enjoyed That Was Fat Old Sun by Pink Floyd. That was actually one of the first songs I picked up when I started playing guitar, and I wanted to play it in a song, in a video actually. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I am taking requests, so yeah, let me know. So the topic of today's video is going to be focusing around the top things that Heartland needs to do and needs to include in order to succeed as a PvP focused game. With that being said, we do know that Heartland is PvP focused, and with that in mind, we have never seen a purely PvP focused game in the Division universe at all. We've had, Skirmish, we've had the Dark Zones, we've had Last Stand, but all of those had been self-contained within a larger looter-shooter game. And actually, building on that point, do we even know if this game is a looter-shooter? So there's a lot of things that goes into this discussion, and this is what I wanted to talk about today. So let's get right into it. So in my personal opinion, the number one thing that Heartland needs to do to succeed is to learn from the mistakes of the Division 2. And to some people, there are a lot of mistakes that the Division 2 has made. On the other hand, the Division 1 has had its problems, and no game is perfect. But a lot of people view what the Division 1 had going, mechanic-wise and gameplay-wise, as well as within the Dark Zones, even survival, which, if the rumors are to be believed, that Heartland is supposed to be similar to survival, then Red Storm can be taking a lot of inspiration for what it has done previously for Heartland. And I think the main point to note here is that with both games, neither PvP presence has been balanced in any stretch of the imagination. It's just been wild, but it's also been fun, and I think the chaos of the Dark Zone and the Division 1 is what really drew a lot of people to keep playing and still keep playing, So I also can draw a interesting comparison to Destiny's PvP. No one can ever say that is going to be balanced, and that's why there's never going to be a Destiny esports, or there's never going to be a Destiny competitive, whatever, even though there is competitive. But most important thing is a fun environment where players can go and they want to feel like they can kill other players. And if you strive to have normalized PvP, you have to also include outplay mechanics. And a lot of people viewed the instant healing of the Division 1 as well as the support stations and whatever. They did not take much investment into these types of attributes in order to have access to these capabilities, like with the instant medkit, and you could throw down your support station and nullify all types of different things. But with that point in mind, you do also have to balance. So balancing skills to weapons is a very important thing. And I feel like the Division 2 has gone far in the direction of not balancing skills and skill builds, specifically ones that focus on status effects. I know many people have proposed fixes to this and different sort of suggestions for how that these systems should be changed and how they should be tuned down in the upcoming updates. And one of the most important things, especially in a well-defined franchise where the people have been playing the game and there's content creators who know a lot about the game, is listening to community feedback. So I know Massive had their own state of the game, and Red Storm is not necessarily a part of that, but maybe if they instituted something like this where they could have like a PTS, or they have an ETF come out to test Heartland, I think that would be very good for the health of the game, especially with the community feedback. And I know Yannick has gone on Twitter saying that ETFs are very helpful. So I think maybe if those were to be reinstituted, or if the state of the game was to be reinstituted, or the PTS or something were to be reinstituted into Heartland and in the future content of the Division 2 and beyond, even to the Division 3, if we hear more about that. I think that would be one of the most important things that the community and the developers can sort of rekindle that relationship that they used to have, especially in the Division 1. Just because a lot of people really, really enjoyed being able to voice their concerns with the game and be able to have their feedback heard by the developers in a live setting. Like, I think that was really cool, and honestly, I think that should return. And now, guys, I wanted to turn it to a discussion about the actual nature of the Division Heartland. Seeing as we don't really know exactly what the game is going to be like yet, even though the proposed release window is coming up soon with the end of 2021, and there's really not many big news conferences coming around, even though there should be a Ubisoft Forward coming around, is this game is not a looter shooter. At least to our knowledge of what we know at this very moment. I'm making this at the very end of September, but guys, like, the Division, this is completely new to the Division universe, and we really don't know how this is gonna all go. So with that in mind, why does the looter shooter model work so well for Destiny, for the Division, for Borderlands, whatever? Is because players always have something to chase. If the Division goes into a non-looter shooter market, how, like, what are the players going to chase? Because the entire basis of the franchise has been gearing up and getting loot and making your character more powerful, so you can go into the dark zones, you can go into higher level content, you can go into more challenging content. And theoretically, if you were to invest more time into your character and making your character more powerful, you should be having, I'm not going to say more fun, but you will be having an easier time working through like higher level content, through incursions, through raids, through PvP. You'll be dominating more in PvP. So with this in mind, my whole point is, what will the player chase? What will be the reward structure for the game? Because that is the most important thing in any type of game, is a reward structure in order to keep people playing the game. I think this is a very interesting point, and I don't really see a lot of people talking about this. They say that it's a free-to-play, PvP-focused game, but what exactly will the player chase? Do we even know? I am a little apprehensive because I know that this is just completely 180 degrees different than anything we've ever seen in the Division franchise. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you guys think that without a loot reward structure, will this game even come close to the type of player base that the Division has maintained in the past? Because this is very different, and honestly, there's a lot of things Heartland needs to do in order to succeed. And honestly, I think I've talked about this before, but I don't know if this is true really, but I honestly think that the future of the Division franchise relies heavily on the success of the Division Heartland. And if Heartland doesn't deliver because of, the type of game that it is, based on the player base it's trying to appeal to, then I don't know, guys. Like, we're in for a bumpy ride, but I am interested to see what you guys will say about it. I'm not trying to say that the game is going to do bad or anything like that. I quite really want this game to be successful, just because I just want it in my hands and I really, really want it. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What do you guys think that the Division Heartland needs to do in order to be successful? But yeah, guys, that's about all it is for me, and that's about all I have. So give me some requests for songs and give me your feedback on the video and tell me what you guys think. Alrighty, guys, Delta out. Peace.